So supposedly, Gaethje versus Ilia is the main event. I heard that it was the co-main event, and now reportedly it's the main event. Nothing's official. This is a terrible matchup. I hate this. Whether it's a main event, co-main event, doesn't matter. I hate it. I don't want to see Gaethje versus Ilya. I don't care about it. The only person Ilya should be fighting is Arman Sarukian. What about Islam Makhachev? Islam Makhachev's never going to be able to make 155 again. We saw him pale as a ghost, blind as a bat, weak as a cardboard box in his last two fights, and he's still won just because, well, he's the GOAT. At 170, Ilya would get finished. And at 155, Ilya would probably just get smudged. That's just the truth. Ilya would not beat Makhachev maybe at 55. He could KO Makhachev. That's a possibility. But Makhachev would probably just smudge him, let's be real. And at 70, nobody is beating Makhachev at 170. He's unstoppable at 170. The only person who has a chance is Michael Morales because he's an unknown vertible. Still, right? Both Michael Morales and Ian Gary have a better chance at 170 than Illia Topuria. Illia Topuria versus Makhachev at 170, I don't want to see it. Because I like Topuria, and I don't want to see his hype get killed. I don't want to see his hype get killed when he gets submitted in round 2, round 3 by Islam Makhachev. And Islam Makhachev screaming over his unconscious corpse because Ilya probably isn't the type of guy to tap. He'd probably go out cold from a choke. And you see Makhachev screaming over his corpse. Everyone's freaking going at Topuria for it. Just because he talks a little trash every now and then. Even though he never gets personal. People would freaking hate on him for it. And his hype would die because that's how the sport is. Even though it's annoying, it's true. I don't like this is the main event. I would like the main event to be either Makhachev versus Gary, Makhachev versus I want it to be Makhachev versus Morales. Does Gary deserve it more? Yeah, but both of them arguably deserve it. So I'd rather see him fight Morales, or why not both? Dude, wallahi, I will have a generation. Wallahi means I literally swear to God, if Makhachev fights Usman, I will have a generational crash out. I will literally try and make a petition to stop that fight from happening. That's how much I'm against that matchup. I want to see him versus Morales. I want to see Makhachev fight Morales. That should be at the White House. Either Morales or Gary. That should be the main event in the White House. Hopefully this is not the main event. Hopefully this is the co-main and Makhachev is on the card. And I hope that they don't try and do some, after this, Ilya's like, and now I fight for the third belt. And then he gets his hype killed at the end of the year. To me, because of how easily I think that Makhachev runs through him, at 170, Makhachev runs through him. That's fact. Facts. That's facts. I don't want to see that fight. That's not as competitive as a fight as Gary, who has insane, and I mean insane distance management and footwork. If there's one flaw you can talk about with Makhachev's game, plotty footwork. Meat and potatoes striking. Gary can make it close on the feet. Right? So, we saw, with JDM. It's a different stylistic matchup. And Gary would beat JDM. Gary would beat JDM 7 times out of 10. That's not a matchup I think that JDM would win. He could. He definitely could, don't get me wrong. But I think 7 out of 10 times Gary probably wins, and Gary's getting better. He's only going to improve and get even better. He's only 27 years old, 28 at the oldest. He is constantly getting better and improving. And he's getting smarter. And he's getting more aggressive again. Right? He doesn't look like he's a vegan anymore. He's got his abs back. You get it. Either way, this is a shit fight. Don't care. It's a gimmick fight. I'd rather see Gaethje versus Benoit. You know why? I don't know what happens in that fight. That's fucking why. Ilia versus Just. I don't want to see fights where I know what happens. I know what happens in this. I know what happens. I got the blueprint. Gaethje's getting finished in round 1, however the fuck Topuria wants. Topuria wants to submit him, he can submit him. If he wants to KO him, he can KO him. What do I think he'll try to do? I think he'll try and KO him. Because he wants to do what people haven't done before. Gaethje's been submitted in title fights, but he hasn't been KO'd in a title fight. So I think he's going to get him out of there in round 1. And Gaethje's going to retire. And we won't get to see Gaethje Benoit. Hopefully, Gaethje gets injured, right? And 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out, he gets injured, so you can have someone come in and have a full 6-week camp. And that someone is Arman Tsarukyan, okay? And then Justin loses out on the title shot. Ilya fights the winner of, I don't fucking know. He fights someone, okay? And then Gaethje ends up fighting Benoit somehow. All right, that's the dream right there. And then another dream, MaKachev beats both Morales and Gary this year, retires on top as a double champ with 4 title defenses at lightweight and 2 title defenses at welterweight. That's all I got to